You're listening to the Crystal Bar podcast, where crystals, astrology, and aligned living meet the cycles of the moon and year. I'm Claire, and each week I bring guidance and stories to inspire you to live with clarity, connection, and purpose. So take a deep breath, make this time for you, and let's begin. Hello, my lovelies. You join Ivy and I with some very good news, actually. In fact, Ivy's just laying here. She's just not excited at all. But I am honestly so excited, really excited. I'm trying to talk quietly a bit because we've got, our neighbours have got building work going on, and they're literally just outside on the driveway. And I don't want them to be able to hear me because I've got my windows open. But oh my gosh, I just want to thank you all, because if it wasn't for you listening and enjoying and downloading, I wouldn't have just been nominated for a podcast award. I can't believe it. I literally cannot believe it. I mean, what are we, nearly 2 years in? And I am just absolutely thrilled, honoured, excited, and truthfully, I'm just blown away at the prospect. So I can't tell you much more at the moment. However, in the coming weeks and month, I'm sure I'll be able to. It's just a nomination at the moment. The judges will be judging, the shortlists will be happening, and then I'll absolutely, if I'm shortlisted, we'll absolutely tell you more. But for now, the fact that I've even just been nominated, my tiny little podcast has found others around, and I'm just lost for words, and it doesn't happen very often. Oh, can you hear the noise? Ivy's eating. With that, Ivy and I are just going to have a little moment just to gather. She's going to be eating her biscuit, so I'm just going to give her a second and I will be right back. Okay, so Ivy is still eating. We love our food in this house. I mean, who doesn't? And what with it being a dark moon coming up, the new moon, there's a little bit of that energy where you just want to comfort eat and just hide on your sofa under a blanket. That energy is definitely in the air, and I'm going to talk about that very shortly. But I hope you've had a wonderful week. What's been going on here? Oh yeah, something big has happened. Something big has launched here at the Crystal Bar Academy part. I will tell you more about that later. But for now, it's been pretty much hard work. We did pop to see my husband's parents at the weekend. It was his lovely dad's birthday. So we brought him some nice gifts. He's into juicing and whatnot. So we brought him a NutriBullet, a portable one, so he can take it to the allotment. He was polite and said he liked it. Hopefully he did. And what else did we do? My gosh, not a lot. I literally worked hard. I am sat here though with my hands on my hips because my lovely carvers in India, they're amazing and they send things really fast. But I would say it's been 3 weeks now and I'm still waiting on my order. So hopefully Ivy, are you okay? Ivy's eating too quick and now choking. Are you okay? Oh yeah, straight back to her food. She's fine. Yeah, so I will get back onto them because I know some of you are eagerly awaiting. And you know what? It's been really lovely getting your feedback about these new posts I'm doing. Crystals have a lot of properties to them, as you know. One crystal can do a mega amount of different things. So I'm now creating fun little posts on the daily on Instagram to share things that you could relate to, that you could use your crystals for. So hopefully you find those interesting as well. But you know what? Excuse me. I hope that you are doing amazingly wherever you are in the world right now. So let's settle into this, shall we? Let's grab your favourite drink. Let's get cozy. Maybe even grab your favourite crystal, because I have got my fluorite with me today for focus. Clearly I need it because the stuttering's happening. But today we are diving into a very powerful, energetic week ahead. It's very different energetically to last week. I'm sure many of you are probably feeling it, but shall we get on? Actually, before I continue, I actually listened to my first ever episode as part of the nomination process. I had to send a couple of clips in. And my gosh, I have a telephone voice. I think I kind of get a bit overexcited now when I'm sat here. I'm looking out the window, I'm chatting away to you, and clearly my loud voice gets on. And clearly, at the very start, I was trying my hardest to keep mellow, have my lovely telephone voice on, my calm voice. So I can only apologise. I clearly get very excitable when I'm reading my notes and whatnot. So, yeah, bear with me, whilst I navigate being a podcast host. You know, we're only 117 episodes in. I've still got a lot to learn. But let's talk about that dark moon energy I mentioned. Now, technically, the dark moon peaks on the 15th, but if you are sensitive to energy and you're emotionally or spiritually connected, you've probably started feeling this building for the last few days, because the dark moon isn't just one moment. It gradually deepens through the 13th, 14th, and 15th before the new moon arrives. So, right now, obviously, the light is fading away from the moon. The moon is waning, it's shrinking, ready to start its new moon phase. And it's this shadow phase, this dark moon phase, that I want to talk about. The dark moon phase is the final exhale of the lunar cycle. It's the energetic void before rebirth. Almost the pause before the reset, if you will. So this is why people, and you guys especially, can suddenly feel emotionally drained, reflective, or even frustrated during this phase. You may feel more tired as well. You might even be more sensitive than usual. So be aware, okay? Because you are going to suddenly realize what no longer fits your life anymore. And the reason this happens is because the dark moon exposes things. It shines a light on what's been draining you and what's been weighing on you and what's no longer aligned with how you're feeling. And although that can be fully uncomfortable, it's actually quite powerful, because the universe cannot fully bring in the new whilst we are still desperately clinging to the old. And you may notice yourself wanting to declutter, delete things, or pull back socially. But just remember, this is the dark moon energy working through you. Yes, you might want to rest more. You might be questioning things more deeply, but don't take it all to heart and soul. This is the energy working through you, okay? So over the next few days, be aware and just tread lightly. Carry your Labradorite, because it's great for those transition periods, and it will bring a sparkle of light and glimmer to you if you're feeling quite dark. And as well, we've got Taurus season ending and Mercury heading into Gemini. Oh yes, we are entering the final week of Taurus season before Gemini season begins next Thursday. And honestly, I think many of us can probably feel that shift already beginning. Taurus energy has wanted us to slow down. It's asking us to just calm down, stabilize, focus on security, of comfort. Make sure your finances are organised. Make sure you've got a routine set, and to ground your energy at the end of the day. But the energy is going to shift because Gemini is very different. And if you are a Gemini, this may sound familiar, because I popped a list down of all the things I feel Gemini is. Okay, so let me know if this is you. Gemini is movement. It's thought and communication. It's about having ideas and curiosity. It's about having conversations and building that momentum. And then Mercury moving into Gemini this week amplifies all of that, because Mercury actually rules Gemini. Did you know that? So collectively, you may suddenly notice your mind becoming busier again. You might find that you're suddenly feeling a lot more inspired and wanting to get on, and more conversations are happening. When you start feeling like this, your mind might race a little more though, and you might get kind of restless leg syndrome, and that you want to get out and socialize because you feel like you're missing out. It can almost feel like you are energetically opening the windows after a long period of heaviness. But because of this, we are simultaneously going to be having a bit of a battle because we've got that dark moon energy and then we've got the Gemini energy springing in. So you might honestly be thinking to yourself, before we move forward, I must sort my emotional baggage. And that's not a bad thing. I feel like there's something big you've been avoiding. That is being shown in most of the charts. A sense of avoidance. So this is my message to you to stop avoiding and start dealing. Let that weight fall off your shoulders before summer rolls in proper and give yourself the air and the freedom to make new memories. So on my cosmic forecast for the week ahead, at that point, I was saying to you that Labradorite, this was on Sunday, Labradorite was my crystal for this week. And I still sit by that. However, I'm going to give you another because I've channeled in with the energies and I now feel like fluorite needs to come into the mix with Labradorite, okay? Because fluorite is going to be incredible for you during periods of energetic transition. It will help you calm mental overwhelm. It will help bring you clarity. And with Mercury entering Gemini, many of you may feel mentally overstimulated, like I said, okay? Those thoughts, those ideas, those emotions, the overthinking. But fluorite will help you organize that energy because it's going to clear your mental fog. And the reason I love working with it is because it supports focus. It calms chaotic thinking and it will help you hear your intuition underneath emotional noise. And of course, emotionally, fluorite can feel incredibly stabilizing during uncertain periods. So if you have indeed been feeling emotionally exhausted, work with fluorite this week, okay? If you've been feeling like you're being pulled in 10 different directions lately, fluorite is your friend. Even just holding it whilst journaling, meditating, resting, or just going around your day with it in your pocket or on your wrist will feel incredibly supportive. And then finally, after the dark moon, we arrive at the beautiful new moon in Taurus this weekend. It's either on the 16th or 17th. 16th is most of the Northern Hemisphere, 17th Southern. So it depends where you are in the world to double check, okay? And honestly, this new moon feels gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you, because Taurus energy reminds us that abundance isn't always rushed. Sometimes abundance grows very slowly. It grows quietly and steadily, like roots underneath the earth before flowers bloom above it. And this moon is deeply connected to stability, self-worth, to money and comfort, home life, beauty, pleasure, and long-term security. And I think after the intensity of recent months, most of you are probably craving exactly that. You don't want no more chaos or burnout or fake hustle culture. You want peace and security and happiness. And you know what? A life that feels blinking good again. And this moon supports all of that beautifully. So remember, this is a very, very powerful moon for setting your intentions around money and your future goals, relationships, confidence, and rebuilding your sense of safety within yourself. And the signs likely feeling this moon the strongest are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Scorpio may also feel this moon intensely because Taurus sits opposite Scorpio in astrology, and this often brings relationship themes or emotional truths to the surface. And Leo and Aquarius may feel a bit nudged towards important life shifts around balance, purpose, and direction. But do you all want your own little astrological guidance for the week? Let's get into it. Okay, roll up them sleeves, guys, because I have been challenging those charts. Aries, please slow down before rushing into decisions this week. Your emotions are trying to tell you something important. Carry your carnelian, my loves. Taurus, this feels like a personal reset for you. Release the old version of yourself with gratitude and welcome in the new with abundance. Get your citrine at the ready. Gemini, your energy is beginning to wake back up. New ideas are arriving quickly now. Now it's your opportunity and your time to set the wheels in motion. Crystal for you, moonstone. Specifically, I would say more natural colour moonstone. If you want to go for rainbow, that's fine. But more of the peaches, the browns and the creamy colours, okay? Leo. Did I just say that did I say Cancer? Did I say Cancer? Rest is productive this week? Oh, hang on. I've got it written down. I normally tick them off as I go. Oh gosh, okay. I think I just muddled that up as well. The thing is, I've got my notes, but I've got it in my mind and I'm just sort of, as I sit here, I look out the window. I'm sorry, I've digressed. Let me go back because I feel like I've messed that up. Okay, I'm going to actually read from my notepad now so I don't get this wrong. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Taurus was citrine. Gemini, your energy is beginning to wake back up and those new ideas are arriving quickly now. So you've got to do it yourself. You've got to get the wheels in motion, make it happen. Actually, Labradorite for you. Cancer, rest is productive this week. Healing is happening quietly beneath the scenes, but the world and the universe can see all of the effort you are putting in to your well-being. It's not going unseen. Your crystal is that peachy, creamy brown moonstone. Leo, you may feel a bit torn. Oh gosh, sorry guys. I've got Leo in my chart, so every time I read this one, I laugh. It's just me, honestly. You may feel torn between responsibility and freedom. Be honest about what actually makes you happy and who makes you happy, okay? We're not talking about lovers, we're talking about friends, okay? The ones that come forward and pretend they're your friends, but secretly, behind the scenes, they are cursing you, right? I know I've got one in my life. They don't support anything, but they want my time and my energy to be their sounding horn, okay? Yes. I seem to find a lot of people like that at the moment. Gosh, and do you know what? As a friend, I'm here for everybody, but yeah. Okay, and your crystal is sunstone. Virgo, you do not need every answer immediately. Do not keep pushing because the clarity is going to unfold naturally and you might push what you need away. Fluorite is your crystal. Libra, relationships and communication may feel highlighted this week. You got to speak honestly, but gently, but please remember honestly. Fibs and lies are just going to gloss over any manifestations that are happening. You have to be truthful. Carry your rose quartz to help with this. Scorpio, this moon may feel emotionally intense, but you are going to experience some very powerful breakthroughs. They are possible. That's me as well, actually. That's my sun sign. No, that's my rising sign. Oh, gosh. Your crystal is smoky quartz. Sagittarius, me, my sun sign. You are craving excitement and expansion again. Don't ignore that feeling. Does this feel familiar? Because I'm about to talk to you about something. Oh gosh, watch this space. Tiger's eye is your crystal, but please don't ignore that feeling. Go with the excitement and the expansion again. Capricorn, this week asks you to balance stability with genuine happiness. I was seeing number 2 and number 4 a lot for you, Capricorn. 2 is all about pairing up and stability, but number 4, it's all about setting foundations. Setting foundations in your life is very important right now. Green aventurine is also your crystal to attract that opportunity you're after. Aquarius, your perspective is changing rapidly. My gosh, I felt like I was sat on a bullet train in Japan, okay? Massive changes happening rapidly. So allow yourself to evolve. Don't fight it. Get the guidance you seek if needed in someone you trust, okay? Not just to anybody. And carry your amethyst. Pisces, this is my moon sign. Your intuition is heightened right now. Trust yourself more deeply, especially around those people who pretend they're your friends. Yeah, this theme was coming up a lot. Just trust your instincts more. Block if needed, okay? But also, as well, your intuition is heightened in all areas of your life. Trust it and carry your aquamarine, okay? Right. Sorry, that felt a bit personal this time. As I was challenging the charts, I call it challenging because I feel sometimes they're really difficult to read. But consulting, of course. When I was consulting the charts, it was making me laugh a lot because there's something going on behind the scenes here. Do you know what? I'm the most optimistic, brightest star you could ever meet. I am a massive glass half full girly. I see the best in everything and everyone. But as an empath and an intuitive, sometimes I find that battle goes on because I can feel energy behind messages and words. I can see things and I hone into certain people that wear a cloak as a friend. Does that make sense? Perhaps some of you are the same. And yeah, I'm in a rock and a hard place at the moment with one of them. Normally, I'm quite happy just to, close the door on things. And I'm sorry if that upsets people, but your energy, your time, your health must come first at the end of the day. And in fact, talking about it, I feel like a tingling. So I know my intuition is definitely right. I just need to act on it now. Does anybody else get that? Let me know. Anyway, let's talk about something very positive. One moment. Did you know that on the 18th we have a really beautifully beautiful day? A beautifully beautiful day. And this is called the Day of Miracles. If you don't know what the Day of Miracles is, it's just a lovely, lovely day, okay? It is a day of, and apologies, I just had to pause because I'd left my notes in the kitchen when I went and grabbed my water. I just wanted to explain it properly because I could talk to you about the Day of Miracles fully. But basically, it's recognised as a Day of Miracles because it marks the Jupiter Cazimi. And it's a day when Jupiter, the planet of luck, abundance and growth, aligns with the heart of the sun. It's a solar kiss. It amplifies the positive and generous and growth-orientated energy of Jupiter, okay? So astrologers tend to cite this alignment as the luckiest day of the year. It is considered a perfect time to initiate new projects or make investments, even ask for a raise or shoot your shot, as we would say, for a long-term goal. And the Cazimi effect is derived from Arabic Cazimi, which means in the heart, describing that when a planet is so close to the sun, it is purified and empowered by its light. So the day, as I say, is meant to encourage more optimism and wisdom and the manifestation of material desires, particularly when the alignment occurs in grounding signs like Taurus, okay? So it can shift from year to year. The Buddhists kind of change the day. They shift that around. It's around a 15-day period as well that the Buddhists celebrate it. So yeah, I'm saying it's the 18th. I should have checked really. I've got it in my diary from last year and I've put it in my diary for this year for the 18th. So in my mind, I'm planning for it. I'm planning to ritual and everything. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Sorry if I've got that wrong. Do you know what? I'm just a baby astrologer, aren't I? Should we have a look? Let's have a look. Probably got it completely wrong now after this. There's me putting it in my diary and then just writing notes. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, it's tomorrow. It is tomorrow, the Mercury Cazimi. It's not the Jupiter one. The Jupiter one is July 29th this year. But tomorrow we've got Mercury Cazimi, May the 14th, a moment for mental clarity, especially regarding finances and values. Oh my gosh, was that fate or was that not? Completely got it wrong. Wow, okay. So the Sun conjunct Jupiter is, look. You are in the world of a baby astrologer. That's all I'm going to say, okay? But should we still treat Monday as a day of miracles for us? Shall we go with it? Because do you know what? I feel like we should. We need some miracles in our life with all that's going on at the moment. We'll go with the new moon. We'll welcome in those beautiful intentions and whatnot. Let's really set them in the ground on Monday. I'm going for it. Why not? There's no set way and place. Obviously, the planets aligning can help us. They can send out beautiful energy and help us manifest. But if you want to blinking manifest, you do it whenever the heck you want and you feel inspired. Because there's no rules for you. There's no rules for you. And the universe is always listening. Now I'm going to scuttle back because I've completely got that wrong. Lots of love and light. Right, okay, so I thought we could perhaps just have a little chit chat about something that I've been working on. This is the expansion in Sagittarius and all the other signs I've been mentioning, I think. So before we finish, I also wanted to share something incredibly exciting because our brand new affiliate program for the Crystal Bar Academy is officially here. I am so excited about this because so many of you are already naturally sharing our courses, podcasts, our teachings anyway. Especially those of you studying, when you're sharing your certificates and your stories and then how you're building your businesses now, or you're just taking your learnings forward, or you're now sharing crystals that help your life and you work with. Why not just pop a link under that? Invite people to enroll on the course because at the end of the day, life is hard out there financially for a lot of people. And if you're already doing the hard work, why not get some recompense for that? Okay. So whether you are indeed a student, a spiritual creator, a small business owner, or simply passionate about crystals, manifestation, numerology, the moon, you can now become part of our affiliate community. I think we've got 20 at the moment. Yeah, we launched on Sunday and we have 20 already. Quite amazing. And what I love about it is this isn't about being pushy or salesy. It's about genuinely sharing something you believe in. Okay, your moonology, numerology, whatever. So we've also created a lovely support space where you can ask questions either on the Academy website, within the community, or even we've got our Facebook group. You can in fact just message me anywhere. But we are going to share ideas in there and you'll have access to graphics and support. So if this sounds like something you're quite interested in and want to get 20% of everything, I mean, you could earn £11 for having someone enroll on, is it £11? It's more than that. No, I think it's £11 for our practitioner course and about £8.88. It's £11.11 for our practitioner course, and I think it was like £8.88. All like abundance numbers for, I think my crystals might be here for our other courses. So this is a real earning opportunity, my lovelies. Massive earning opportunities. If you're interested, head to the Crystal Bar Academy or pop me a message on the socials or email clairetitmus@me.com and I'll pop you an email. My gosh, I just had to stop there because guess what's arrived? The crystals are here. We manifested it. Yes, we did. Oh, I'm so pleased they are here. Honestly, like you wouldn't believe, I am thrilled. Now, I won't have time. Oh, I might have time actually to unwrap them later after packaging your lovely crystals. But yeah, I was waffling on about this wonderful opportunity we've got. Honestly, if you feel like you just want to earn some extra money, share the Crystal Bar Academy courses, and then every time someone signs up for your link, you'll earn. It'd be wonderful to have you on board. So do get in touch, okay, my loves? However, right, okay, we do have a listener question from Sally. Let's just do the little ching, ching, ching noise. So Sally is asked, which crystals are best to work with after a sports injury or muscle injury? Now, of course, crystals should never replace medical advice or treatment, but energetically, they are definitely amazing to support you. And there are definite crystals many of you understandably enjoy working with during healing and recovery. Bloodstone is traditionally connected to vitality, endurance, and physical strength, but my favourite is amethyst. It's a natural anti-inflammatory, as they call it. If you can rest it wherever the injury is, tape it onto you, just hold it when you're resting on the spot, it will help heal, especially muscles and tendons. Also, clear quartz is amazing for amplifying healing, and if you set intentions around healing, they will help amplify those intentions as well. And lepidolite can be incredibly supportive emotionally because injuries can obviously affect our mood and frustration levels and mental well-being too. And honestly, I would also say fluorite again. I know I'm giving you a few. If you were going to go for just one, I would go with the amethyst. But fluorite helps during healing periods that can leave you mentally restless or emotionally drained. It can help you with your mindset. So, Sally, I hope that's helped, and I'm sending you lots of healing energy. And if I have to say one more, actually, I feel like I've got smoky quartz coming to me because not only is that a quartz-based crystal, which is great for healing, it's also going to help keep negative thoughts at bay and help you stay lifted whilst navigating the changes you might have to overcome due to the sports injury. That is everything for this week's episode, my lovelies. Remember, this week is not about forcing everything into place overnight. It's about release and reflection and preparing. And the dark moon is going to clear your path. The new moon is about planting the seeds. And Gemini season next week begins, bringing movement back into our lives again. So, my loves, please take care of yourselves this week. Protect your energy, rest when needed, and remember that some of the most important transformations happen very quietly before anybody else sees them. So with lots of love and light, I will speak to you next week, but remember, the right crystals will always find you. Before you go, I have a very special discount code for you, especially for those of you who love buying crystals. So, the code is podcastcrystal. If you use this at checkout at thecrystalbar.co.uk, you will get a very secret discount. And yes, it is a secret because I changed the value of the code throughout the year. So who knows what discount you will receive. But I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope you found it beneficial. And if you have, I'd be really grateful if you could just leave a comment, leave a review. And of course, if you have a friend who loves crystals just like us, please do share it with them. Sending you love, sending you light. Have a great week because honestly, my lovelies, you really do deserve it. And as I said earlier, remember, the right crystal will always find you.